Well, has that been reported as an official incident?
I don't know.
Was
If
there
it
a
was
theft?
an official report, Beth would be the
Was
one.
there a theft or something?
She just said something. I'm third party. And
Beth, was there like a,
Yes, I spoke to Steve Barker the next morning. Here's what Charlie told me.
and did he make an official report or?
I called and told him that's not my,
Yeah.
so, yeah, I was just letting you know that that's. what
Yeah,
I
that's
communicated
pretty
with him.
consistent with what I just said.
Mhm.
And he can question our need to have access to it. I mean, he didn't question it when he was on the phone, I can tell you that. He didn't question our need to have access, although he did make the statement, which he doesn't reference in there, but he made the statement he didn't know till late last week that it was one big room. And he said, I've never been in your town hall, and I didn't realize
When I
that.
spoke to Todd Austin back in February regarding the security system, I explained to him the outlay of the room, and then he said that my feeling is this, let me speak to Charlie Pride, so if Todd didn't relay that this was
Correctly.
one room, as I explained to Todd,
Well, he
then
may not-
that's what, then Todd called me back and said it is our understanding that is your office again, so that's,
Well, it doesn't sound like
yeah.
Charlie realized it then, because once, when we were on the phone, he recognized that it was one big room and that you had locking cabinets and things. He's like, well, our position has always been to everybody, not just you, everybody, that it's, you can not lock the board out because they have the use of it as well, as long as we provided you with security in terms of the cabinets and things. And he actually recited the case where that stemmed from.
yeah, where
The
our
situation
treasurer
where
was
that
thrown
occurred.
out on the
Right,
street.
thrown on the
Yeah.
street.
I don't understand how Sarah couldn't know the situation, because she's been in this office many times, and she,
Well, no, unless they just don't communicate, unless she's in the field and doesn't communicate or didn't communicate on that particular
Maybe
subject.
talk to Charlie, and he's the top man, isn't he?
So,
So we could do this.
Well, are we all on the same page then, that the board is entitled to a key to have access, and you'll keep your cabinets locked and your desk locked and things like that when you're not in the building? Is that, are we all on the same page with that, or where are we on that?
Well, I am, and I think Mark is. I don't know about Beth, but as I said,
well, I'm prepared to make a motion that if we need to adopt a town ordinance that specifically states our access to this building, I'll make the motion that we adopt a ordinance that reads as such.
we'll have one by the next meeting, and
And then we can make a motion on it at that
Yeah.
point. But as far as the state is concerned, at the conclusion of that phone call, my understanding will be that the keys will be turned over tonight. We have access to this, and we cannot and should not ever be locked out of here.
Peace, President. Sorry, I didn't mean to throw him that way, I really
I hope
didn't.
not. We're not enemies here. We're trying to get the job done.
John, I didn't mean to throw him down like that, I'm sorry.
Now, you have a key and Shakira has a key. Is that correct?
Yes,
Are those the only other two keys out?
yes,
Doug doesn't have a key?
Nope.
No other town employees has one?
No one
So all of these keys that are on this table and yours and Shakira account for all of the keys that are currently available.
that is correct. And if you would like a key to the padlock, I believe would have to have a new padlock to it.
Is there outside access through that room?
Yes. So if you are meeting in here and you need
We actually need to, when you say padlock, are you talking about that back door?
yep.
I'm not sure I like that padlock on there. I think we'd rather just lock this door, can't we?
The bathroom's back there.
Well, they can open the door. My point is I don't like access points to the outside having padlocks on them because it could be fire escape.
Right, that's what I would say, that by law that can't have a padlock. because it can't be
You're right
opened.
there.
Yeah,
I
so
would say that the fire chief
we
can
can-
now inspect it.
we can make it work. We will make it work. But,
And there I did keep the keys and the lock. It's, so it can be reused again in case you would want to stick that on that door.
it's a thought. Okay,
Will you see Keith?
yeah, I'll see Keith.
Thank you.
Thank you. With the exception of the topics that we talked about that we're going to go over during the regular scheduled board meeting, I think that covers the agenda that we had for this evening.
Yes, it does. Can we have copies of this? I don't know that we'll get.
Sir?
Earlier, you mentioned something about Beth having letting Ben use the public record.
No, I never said that.
No.
But you said something about it taking up her time.
No.
Dealing with Ben. But
Well,
here's
that
the-
was her comment.
But here, no.
That was her comment.
I don't know that that.
She made a formal complaint to the police department and to the board prior to my being here that Ben was spending too much time in this office and it was restricting or prohibit her from being able to do her job.
Well, actually, the truth is, by law, he could come in here 5 days a week from 8 to 4.
We have a no loitering
No.
law.
No, if he's working on public documents, he can come in here every day from 8 to 4.
Were you here, sir? I mean,
Four.
were you here to see what he was working on?
Yeah, I've been in here when he's been
No,
working.
well, all we're saying
I've been in here when he
is
was working.
there was complaints from our clerk treasurer about his being in here. Not mine. I'm just acting on what our clerk treasurer told us. So, for you to defend Ben, I don't have any issue with Ben. I'm just acting on a complaint that came from our clerk treasurer. So, we have to act on it. We have to act on it if Sue's in here loitering.
That's not loitering.
Okay,
Sir, we're not the one that said he was. Your clerk treasurer did.
The bank declined and so, okay, that was all that was on my agenda. And we'll have a meeting, about 2 weeks?
Yeah.
So, motion to adjourn?
Are you authorized me to contact this council as requested and
How's that?
let him know? Do you authorize me to,
Yes.
I do authorize.
all right,
We do
just to
authorize.
indicate that we don't
And-
see there's a pressing issue?
I don't know how to run the copy. Well, I can't get, I need a copy of that for
Right,
you.
we'll get it. I'll make a copy.
So, no other business,
Yeah, I make a motion that we
I
adjourn.
second that, meeting adjourned.